Hi Scorpio, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. I hope you guys are all well. I am going to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Scorpio out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies may reverse. So if it's resonating, Scorpio, get in where you fit in, even if it's on the other side. But always make sure that you're not forcing yourself into a reading that's just not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Scorpio? Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, you are starting out with the Ace of Swords reversed. You have the Strength card and the Eight of Swords. So there's a situation that you are not clear about. There's a lack of clarity. You may even feel that someone was lying to you or not being truthful with you. I do feel like you're up in your head about this a lot. You're thinking about it because you have very strong feelings about this. I also feel like you're not currently talking to somebody here, and it's taken a lot of willpower to do that because there's definitely, you know, things that you want to say here. And I feel like you're going over and over in your head those things that you want to say, but you're kind of biting your tongue right now. Let me see who's in your energy, Scorpio. I do like that you're showing up here very courageous. A little concerned that you are showing up that you're kind of, you know, up in your head a lot. Maybe overthinking or obsessing on something. So be careful with that. Show me who's in Scorpio's energy. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. We have the Moon in reverse, sign of Cancer, and we have the Two of Swords reversed. So Scorpio, the person who's in your energy, I do feel like this person is going through some sort of a karmic lesson or a karmic cycle of some sort. I do feel that this is somebody that there's been an ending with. They're feeling an extreme loss in and also a loss of stability here with this ending. Now, it could also be that this is somebody, for some of you, who may be withholding commitment, but it feels more like this is an ending that's taken place. With the Moon here in reverse, this person is having some realizations. There's some things that have come out into the open. And based upon whatever this is, this person is now making decisions. So let me see. Show me the energy between Scorpio and this person. The Six of Cups. Yeah, you've known this person for a very long time. You may have even known this person since childhood. I do like, particularly in this deck, I love the Six of Cups. It's one of my favorite cards because it's a very sweet energy. So I would have to say that there is definitely love that's still here. And I do feel that there is this energy, there's this energy of it being a very long term. It could also be you've known this person from a previous lifetime, though. Six of Cups can indicate that as well. Let me see what's affecting this connection. There's definitely changes that are taking place between the two of you and with regard to love. All right, so what's affecting this is the Page of Cups in the reverse. So there's a lack of emotion that's being shared. Yeah, that could indicate somebody new entering the picture too. We'll clarify it. Show me the outcome. The Eight of Wands. There's going to be some discussion back and forth. If this person is at a distance from you, there could even be some travel. You might feel like this person owes you an apology, or they may feel you do. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords. Oof. So that's underlying energy, and that is indicating that there's somebody's fixing to come forward and speak truth here. So be careful. If it's you, be careful and temper your words a little bit, because I can see you pondering, you know, how to speak something. The Knight of Swords can sometimes, it's very truthful, but can sometimes be harsh in the way that truth is delivered. It could also be this person delivering a truth to you. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Ace of Swords in reverse? Why is the Ace of Swords in reverse? Oh, Page of Pentacles. Okay. So there's been an ending here. I was correct. This person's feeling a deep sense of loss. You've known this person for a while, and there is some sort of a soulmate connection that's here. But I also feel like there's been an ending, and it could be because you received an offer from elsewhere, from someone else, because I'm seeing somebody new in your energy for some of you. So let me see the Strength card. Show me the Strength card for Scorpio. Okay, we have the Chariot in reverse and the Lovers in reverse. Okay, so this would be the person that you were involved with prior, because this person's experiencing this loss. You had a choice between this person and someone new, and I feel like you chose to go with someone new. I feel like you have strong feelings for the new person. I also feel like you felt that this connection wasn't moving forward. It wasn't going anywhere. And I do feel that it took a lot for you to get to this point where you basically said, no, this ending has to happen. So I do feel like you feel strongly about your position, and I do feel that you're not apologizing for it either. Why is the Eight of Swords here? You may feel that this person had kept you stuck for a long time. You were unable to move forward. Five of Pentacles, Temperance reversed, and the Queen of Pentacles. And the Nine of Swords reversed. Okay. Yeah, so we have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. I feel that this person that's in your energy here is somebody you were in a long-term connection with, possibly married to as well. I do feel that you're not on the same page with this person. You did feel that they kept you stuck, and you do feel strongly that this connection needed to end, that it was unbalanced in some manner. I also feel like you didn't rush into this decision. I feel like you thought about it a lot. I think that it took a lot for you to get to the point where you made this decision. But I also feel that once the decision was made, you were like, nope, this is what I'm going to do. And you're very resolute in what it is that you are either have done or going to do. I feel like for a lot of you, this is in process. And so I feel like you are going to leave this person out in the cold. You don't feel that you want to work on this connection. You do feel it's rather imbalanced. It could be that over time, you were giving and giving to the connection, and you felt like this person was not. And so I do feel like the time that you were thinking about, well, what kind of decision do I need to make, is over, and you've now made the decision, or you're going to, depending upon your timeline. So let me see their energy. Why is the King of Pentacles in reverse for the person in Scorpio's energy? All right, so we have the Eight of Cups reversed, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the King of Cups reversed. So this person is basically saying, we can work this out. We can try again. I do feel like they do want to try again. But they're also saying, Scorpio, you were the one who brought in a third party. Queen of Wands can sometimes be a third party. I do see that in your energy. Now, it could be that the energies have reversed. So if they have, just, take that into consideration. But what this person is saying is, we can try this again. We can work this out so that we don't have all this instability, so we don't have all these problems here. but you chose to bring somebody new into the situation. They have not given up on this connection, though. They have not. I do feel like they're holding back emotionally, but this person, they still love you. There's still love that's here, but what I'm getting from you is that you may love this person, but you may not be in love with this person. There's genuine feelings of love that are here, though, which would make sense if it's somebody that you've known for a very long time. So let me see, why is the moon in reverse for the person in Scorpio's energy? We have the sun in reverse, Leo energy, and we have the 7 of Swords. Ouch. Okay, so they're unhappy. They feel that you were deceptive with them. They feel that, you know, there was lying, cheating, stealing. It came out into the open. They're very unhappy about it. I do feel like they feel that there's more secrets that they don't know. So, and it could be that it's in the process of coming out. And if it is, this person is definitely, you know, they're definitely suspicious. They're definitely thinking, yeah, you know, something's going on. Scorpio might have somebody else. But at the same time, they could be doubting themselves. So it could be for some of you that this is a discussion that needs to be had and has not been. But this person, they're intuitively knows, because they have felt you pull back. They felt you pull away. And I do feel like they're very unhappy about the situation. Yeah, I definitely do. They're definitely guarding themselves. They're holding back their feelings and emotions. Now, you could be dealing with another water sign, another Pisces like yourself, or a Scorpio or a Cancer. I'm also seeing Aries. Leo is very strong, or possibly Sagittarius. All right, so let me see the 2 of Swords in reverse. That's too many. Show me the 2 of Swords in reverse for the person in Scorpio's energy. All right, we have the 10 of Swords reversed, and we have the Page of Cups. So, yeah, this person is saying that you betrayed them, with someone else, but it can be repaired. There's the, that they could forgive, that there's the ability to repair the situation. For some of you, there could be a child that's involved as well, and this person may be concerned about the welfare of the child, but they would try to move this connection back together if you were willing to do so. I don't feel like you are. I don't feel like you are. All right, let me see why the 6 of Cups is here. Show me the energy between Scorpio and this person. 5 of Swords and Hangman in reverse. Pisces energy is very strong. So, yeah, I feel like the more this person tries to keep this together, the more it makes you feel upset. You feel angry. It's like, I've already made my decision and I'm not moving back on it. And in their energy, they're saying, you know, can we look at this from a different perspective, you know? Yeah, they're basically saying Scorpio was at fault here, but we can revisit this. Can we look at it from a new and different perspective? And all it's going to do is create chaos. It's going to create, I feel like, conflict, because you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. It's like you've already made up your mind. Why is the Page of Cups in reverse? I do feel like this person had suspicions for quite some time, but they were not addressing those suspicions. And I feel like now they're having to come to terms with that. All right, so we have the Fool, we have the 9 of Pentacles, we have the 4 of Cups reverse, and the Ten of Wands. So, yeah, you're not on the same page. I can tell you that. This person feels that if you would only apologize and get rid of this third party, the two of you could have a brand new start here. You could work this out. And they're coming to the realization that you're not going to do that. They're basically saying you were acting single before you were single. You had this new beginning and you're not even apologizing for it. Now I'm just speaking on their side. I'm not saying that that's the truth, Scorpio. I'm just telling you what they're saying. They're saying that, you know, you were hiding things from me and now everything's out in the open. So they are reluctantly being forced to become single, and I don't think they want to be single. I don't think they want this to end. In your energy, you're saying, you know what, this is over. This is done. I've looked at everything here in the past. It was a stagnating situation between the two of us. It took a lot for me to get to this point where I was, you know, willing to end this, but I'm not going to stay stuck here in this situation any longer. And the only way for this to be resolved is to end the connection. So you want a resolution to the problems as well, but you believe that this needs to end. They believe the resolution to the problems would be to try again. And that's why the two of you are not on the same page. And this has nothing to do with the new person. This has everything to do with the relationship between you and this person, you know, prior to somebody new coming into your energy. So let me see. Show me the outcome. Show me the outcome. Yeah, Four of Wands reversed. That's an ending. Four of Swords and the Strength card in reverse. Leo energy. So I do feel like there's going to be a big discussion here. There could be some sort of travel that's taking place for one of you as well. But I do see an ending. I see this connection ending. I see you pulling back. You don't want to discuss it any longer. You're going to pull back. You're going to heal your own energy. It's that same energy of I said what I said and I'm not budging. And I don't feel that you want to hear what this person has to say. So in their energy, this is their biggest fear being realized. They do feel betrayed. They want to work things out with you, but they're afraid that that's never going to happen. And I would have to say that that is correct. So, yeah. I don't know exactly why they're showing up in your energy so prominently. I can tell you that things are not complete between the two of you. There's a lot of contentious energy that's here. And it hasn't completely, you know, ended. And so that's likely why they're showing up. And it might be so that you are given a little snapshot of what's going on in their energy so that it, you know, helps you to be a bit compassionate about your decisions. Because the Knight of Swords, like I said, can be a little bit, a little harsh in the way they deliver truth. So maybe if you can see their perspective, that would give you a little insight into what's going on with them as well. All right, so the bottom of the deck, we do have the High Priestess in reverse, underlying energy, and that again is secrets coming out, secrets being revealed. It's also a caution for you to make sure that you are trusting your intuition in the situation. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, Scorpio. Pulling for the sign of Scorpio. All right, yeah. So your card is opening to love. All right, give me a second and I'm going to read that for you. It says, my heart is open. Give me 1 second. All right, so it says, love is on its way. The more you open to love, the more its sweet nectar can surge through your soul. From the love of others to the love of self, to love from the Creator, love flows to and through you. You are indeed a sacred vessel for love to flow through. The universe wants you to know that there is nothing you need to do to deserve love. It's already waiting for you. It's like the sun. It's there for everyone. It's simply a matter of stepping out to bask in that warm and glowing light. Who you are is enough. This is true. In matters of romance, love is flowing, wounds are healing, and hearts are opening. If only you could see yourself as those in spirit see you, you would know how very loved you truly are. So I do feel that once you move through this situation, Scorpio, and it looks like you're pretty resolute in doing so, I do feel that, you know, there is a beautiful love that is opening up for you. All right. So keep your chin up, keep moving forward, and I hope that, you know, this gives you a little clarity into the situation. If you've resonated with this reading, Scorpio, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button and hype the video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Scorpio, know that you are love, and namaste.